Oh, it's the Cyberbully. Welcome, one and everyone, to the company Christmas party. EWBSX Presents company Christmas party. Except at this Christmas party, you can drink all that you want without anybody trying to say, no, don't do that, you're going to get in trouble. Somebody needs to stop him, and so on. And more than that, we're going to be having fun together, all right? Let's get real rowdy with it. On that note, look, you guys won't believe this, but it wasn't until the year of our Lord 2025 that I had the privilege of watching the Home Alone movies back to back. All right, Home Alone with Macaulay Culkin and Home Aloner. The second one, I assume, is what it was called, Home Aloner in New York. And yeah, I loved them. And you know what I loved most is that they're extremely Christian coded. The first one, you've got essentially an old hermit monk living, just waiting to do good deeds, and a soldier for Christ living right next door, and he doesn't mind being shat upon, as it were, by the world. He's being slandered as a murderer, when in fact he is pursuing his own repentance, trying to humble himself. You see that beard, and I've actually been pointed out by one of the gnomes. We have a gnome here. It's one of the crustier ones named Grundle, and he pointed out to me the other night when we were having Christmas movie night in the boiler room, that the neighbor that was supposed to be the shovel killer appears to bear the marks of Christ in his own hands. He's got a bandage over his bleeding hand, and they never address it. So what do you guys think? Right? Now, I'd like to take this in a different direction too, because I got something fun lined up. I got something up my sleeve. I got lots up my sleeve. I got big sleeves. I've got like wizard sleeves, all right? The sleeve of wizard, and I've got plenty up those sleeves. So without further ado, surprise, surprise, we have one of your favorite excerpts from another movie called Angels With Filthier Souls. So we're gonna go ahead and roll that. Sit back, relax, get the popcorn going, crack another cold one. You've earned it. It's EWBSX company Christmas party and Angels With Filthy Souls. All right, kick it.
Who is it?
It's me, Snakes. I got the stuff.
Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
All right, Johnny. But what about my money?
What money?
AC said you had some dough for me.
That a fact. How much do I owe you?
AC said 10%.
Too bad AC ain't in charge no more.
What do you mean?
He's upstairs taking a bath. He'll call you when he gets out. Hey, I tell you what I'm gonna give you, Snakes. I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no-good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going.
1, 2, 10. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Filthy animals, right? If I was friends or associates with a guy named Snakes, I don't think I could trust him. I don't think I could trust him as far as I could tell him. And besides, he was, come in there like, oh, I brought this stuff, like, can you give me my buddy now? Like, I mean, really, come with some respect next time. How about you show some respect? What did you think was gonna happen? Johnny was gonna be like, geez, yeah, here's your 10%, get real. You ever seen The Godfather? Yeah, so you tell me. I mean, I don't know, where do I even begin? Totally Corleone from The Godfathers, who this Johnny reminds me of, except Johnny's even more hardened. He's cold. That's the thing about him. Here's what people miss in this film. The guy didn't snap, all right? He didn't lose control of his emotions. He was calm. Because this wasn't an emotional situation, all right? It wasn't an emotional kill. It was procedural. There must have been something earlier in the film. Now, I know this because I've seen the whole thing. Most people haven't had that privilege. But a deal was broken. A line was crossed, okay? And Johnny had no choice. He couldn't be reasonable anymore. So by the time the door opens, the verdict's already in. This is how we have to be. And that's the lesson in this movie. You need to know before you get into these situations where your lines are. If somebody's standing between you and some cold hard crystals, or between you and what you believe in, you just make it happen. And you do your best not to let your heart rate get elevated. Look, I wasn't gonna tell you guys this because I didn't wanna complicate things optics-wise, but I killed a gnome yesterday. The details are of no concern to you. But anyway, let's keep the focus on Johnny, shall we? The gunshots, they're not anger, okay? They're just punctuation, right? This is business as usual. And when he says keep the change, that's not some joke. He's talking to a dead man. It's really more him telling the universe the account is settled. All right, there's a lesson in there, I'm telling you. But yeah, what I said a minute ago about the gnome and all that, kill was a strong word. And I will not elaborate. I did kick his ass in Halo, though. One might even say that I raped. One might even say that he was Halo raped. But look, yeah, it's a perfect scene if I'm being straight up with you. There's no sequel bait, even though we know that a sequel did come. There's no great redemption arc for Johnny. Just a man doing exactly what he said he would do some time ago, off screen, that I know about. And you know, what more is there even to say? So if you've got thoughts on that, make sure to hit me up on x.com. Follow, like, subscribe, links in the subscription at EWBSX Cyberbully. But in the meantime, I'm gonna spin a couple more songs, and then here shortly, we're gonna go ahead and come back. No songs. The numbs are saying no songs. We're gonna go straight in. We're gonna sail straight into Angels with Filthier Souls, starting now.
Hold it right there.
It's me, Johnny.
I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator. You was here last night, too, wasn't you?
I was singing at the Blue Monkey last night.
You was here. And you was smooching with my brother.
That's a dirty lie, Johnny.
Don't give me that. You've been smooching with everybody. Snuffy, Al, Leo, Little Mo with the gimpy leg, Cheeks, Boney Bob, Cliff. I could go on forever, baby.
You got me all wrong.
All right. I believe you. But my Tommy gun don't.
Johnny, you're the only duck in my pond.
Get down on your knees and tell me you love me.
Baby, I'm over the moon for you.
You gotta do better than that.
If my love was an ocean, Lindy'd have to take 2 airplanes to get across it.
Maybe I'm off my hinges, but I believe you. That's why I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna give you to the count of 3 to get your lousy, lying, low-down, 4-flushing carcass out my door. 1, 2... 3. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
Well, I've already told you guys about how I see a little bit of Toli Cannoli from the Godfather films in our main guy here, our main mega. But now that I am really just kind of sinking my teeth into the sequel, Angels with Filthier Souls, I'm starting to get a little bit of Charles Foster Kane. For those of you who have seen Citizen Kane, now that's Citizen Kane, not to be confused with Bruce Wayne's Butler Jarvis, his uncle Butler Jarvis, the actor Michael Wayne, who played Uncle Jarvis, the butler, in the Iron Man movies, as well as the new Batman movies that have been going around, like Batman Begins, Batman Continues his journey, Batman Goes West, and the list goes on. But that's just a little aside. I'm something of a movie buff here on the airship. But no, it's like Toli Cannoli, who didn't let Kay kill his own kids. Well, he did let that happen, but he didn't know, and he wasn't gonna sit quietly by while that happened. He had to do something about it. He had to grab her by the shoulders and give her a shake. If your woman is short-circuiting and she's starting to act crazy, especially around the holidays, it's not anything that a little firm shake can't handle. And I'm not advocating for domestic abuse. Far be it from me. I'm just saying sometimes their wires get crossed. Look, I've already said too much once again. But let's get back to our guy, Tommy, Johnny with the Tommy. His tie, if you have noticed when you watch this film, it has ice cubes on it. Now there's a reason for that. Nothing is an accident when it comes to these films. Sometimes they take literally hours to film and direct. He's cold as ice is what the director's trying to show here. And when he laughs, when he shoots the guy, there's a subtle sense that he enjoys this. You know, he enjoys his work, just as should you. You might hate where you work or with whom you work, but you gotta find that little glimmer of joy hidden in plain sight. And that's what Johnny does. Sure, what he's doing, many would consider unethical. Okay, granted, but he seems to be retard maxing his way through it, and that is ultimately the point that I'm snaking around to here. You should be retard maxing. If you're ever all wrapped around the axles and high cortisol over this or that thing happening at work or at home, you gotta remember Johnny and say, what would Johnny do? He would retard max this thing hard, okay? Now you're gonna have to be responsible with that metaphor. You don't just go gunning people down in your office, but something, right? Be creative. At any rate, these people wronged him and he became the retard maxer in chief, and for that we love him. Now let's talk for a moment about AC, his lady's first lover, I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. AC's upstairs taking a bath in the first film. We remember that. That's because Johnny's a good host, even to maybe a friend or colleague who's two-timing him. That shows a different aspect. Forgiveness. Patience, forgiveness, long-suffering, forbearance. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I've had too much of the brown myself, but I say if you give a girl the world, you build the blue monkey for her. She smooches with your brother Snuffy, and Al and Leo and little Mo with the gimpy leg and cheeks, and Boney Bob and Cliff. Unbelievable. You know, he's got a lot of patience, and he snapped up for good reason. So I applaud him for that. Guys, that's about all I have in terms of notes. Did you catch something that I didn't? Let me know in the comments. All right. Yeah, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Angels with Filthy Souls and Angels with Filthier Souls. We've got more fun lined up here at EWBSX Presents a company Christmas party. We've got fun tunes. We've got Grinch-like tomfoolery. We've got spooky ghost stories, tales of the glories, etc., and what have you. So a quick palate cleanser now with some music. It's EWBSX, the Cyberbully. And by the way, one other thing, I am not depressed, all right? I'm having the time of my life. There's nowhere I'd rather be than on this, than on this airship. My best pals, my best girl by my side, making me a complete man. Just kidding, I wish. All right, guys, take care.